celebrates today its IP&TMT Awards at the Blessed Hotel of Madrid. During the event, intellectual property, media, telecommunication and technology lawyers will be rewarded by their career and by their presence in some of the most important operations of the sector. Let's see what some of them have to say. Which will you say is the hot topic in the TMT sector?
So one of the hottest topics for the next years or 2 years ahead is clearly non-personal data from very different ways around it. So I would say contractually, because there is a lot of new need for access and data sharing, so a lot of data agreements on the next years to come, and also a lot of litigation also in terms of the input regarding the AI training parts and phase, and probably also lots of litigation, and we are already seeing some of the first cases around the European Union, and we have just received a new preliminary ruling that has been placed in the ECJ.
Which are your perspective of the IP and TMT sector?
So I think that the sector now is very active, not only here in Spain, also in Portugal, in the Iberian Peninsula. And I think it's going to be even more now with new trends like AI, and technology, entertainment. There's a lot of technology transactions. And we are getting closer to other jurisdictions like the UK and the US. And so I think that the perspectives are in general very, very good. And actually a very good example of this positive perspective are these awards that it recognizes that the sector is booming, it's very active and with different verticals.
Which will you say is the biggest challenge you're facing in the law firm at this time?
I would say artificial intelligence from two perspectives. The client perspective, because they are very keen on having information on how to implement the regulation, the European regulation, and the difference between the systems in Europe, in China and the US is completely different. It's getting us crazy. And from another perspective, more practical, from the implementation as a tool to be used and to control the deficiencies that the artificial intelligence may have for our daily basis in our cases. This would be the main challenge.
Which is the biggest challenge you're facing when you're advising clients, international or multinational clients?
Multinational clients are a type of clients that is very difficult to give complete legal advice in a coherent and in the context of international law. And the reason being that, for instance, in data protection, GDPR is interpreted in a different way, although we have a common European regulation, is interpreted in a different way in the 27 countries of the European Union. Plus, whenever you are dealing with other jurisdictions outside of the European Union, then it becomes even more complex. Jurisdictions in Asia, like China or Japan, or for instance, in the US, this becomes really very complex.
And also adding to what Rafa was saying, I think especially, for example, in the healthcare sector, which is a very regulated sector, I think AI, artificial intelligence and cybersecurity are one of the biggest challenges this regulated industry is facing nowadays, especially because they need to comply, for example, when producing medicines and so on, with this type of regulations, also in their IT infrastructure and so on, given that they are in a such regulated industry. So yeah, I think this is one of the main challenges for this industry.
Which will you say is the biggest challenge you're facing in the department at this time?
Well, for us, it's very important to that people understand esports not only as a sport, also as entertainment in general. And this industry is, let's say, its internationalization is very important, not only for Spanish esports clubs, also for foreign esports clubs and also the leagues. And everyone in the industry is trying to go abroad and trying to do business, international business. And I think that's the most important challenge, not only for us, but also for the industry.
How are your perspectives in this sector?
Well, our perspectives are very good, even more now because we have won, thank you very much, Iberian lawyers, because we have won Grau Angulo Lawyer Law Firm of the Year on IP, So now, what are the perspectives on the IP sectors in Spain? I have to say that We are very positive and very optimistic. First of all, because our clients nowadays understand what IP is, they understand what a trademark is, they understand what fair competition is or a design, and the importance of defending it as an asset for the company. And also, on the other hand, we are very happy to have specialized law firms here, specialized courts here in Spain, specifically courts in Alicante or in Madrid or in Barcelona, specialized on IP, or in Valencia, that are doing an splendid job on protecting IP rights. And also to our colleagues, not only in Grau y Angulo and other firms that are developing a very good practice every day. So our perspectives can be better, and even more now that we are Law Firm of the Year on IP. So thank you, Julia.